Welcome to another ABC Grab and Go on-demand webcast. In this webcast, we're going to cover the introduction of the TX45 multifunction joystick as it relates to the driver. In this video, we're going to cover the multifunction joystick and the dash display on the TX45 as it relates for a driver. To get started, let's go over the multifunction joystick. There's two separate entities of this joystick. The first being the main joystick itself, which I can control by pushing left, right, up, down, rotate to the left, rotate to the right, and pushing down on the center of the joystick. Your next set is going to be for your quick buttons. If we start at the top left corner, you have your HVAC controls for the passenger compartment. Your next quick button will be for the driver control HVAC. Your quick button for the far right corner is for your interior lights. Your bottom left corner is going to be for your mirror adjustment. Next to that, you have your ESC or your escape button. So let's go ahead and explore our quick buttons on the joystick. Let's start with the HVAC controls for the passenger compartment of the TX45. Once you select that, you'll see you have a couple different items. I can control my fan speed by rotating the joystick to the left to decrease fans, or to increase by rotating it to the right. To select my temperature, push down on the joystick. I can control my temperature by rotating the joystick to the left to decrease, and to increase by rotating to the right. To exit this menu, press the escape button. Now let's go to the driver's controls for the HVAC system by pushing the second quick button. And here I can control fan speeds again by rotating the joystick to the left to decrease, to increase by rotating to the right. I can also select temperatures by pushing down on the joystick. If I rotate to the left, I will increase the heat, and decrease by rotating to the right. If I push down the joystick again, I can control my fresh air flaps. As the icon shows now, the fresh air flaps are open. To close, push down the center of the joystick, and you'll be in recirculation mode. To exit this menu, press escape. Now let's look at the interior light quick button. Select that by pushing down on the quick button. And in here I can control my dimming interior lights. Right now dimming interior lights is selected. If I push down on the joystick, I have deactivated my dimming interior light mode. To escape, press the escape button. Now let's go to the quick button for the mirrors. In this menu, I can control my position of the mirrors by moving the joystick up, down, left, right. I can also control my passenger mirror by rotating the joystick to the right, and I can control it the same way: up, down, left, and right. To get out of this menu, press escape. Now we're going to go ahead and explore using the joystick itself to actually get into other menus. To select your menus or your icons on the bottom, push down on the center of the joystick. The first menu that will appear will be for your service wrench. We're going to rotate the joystick to the left, and your next icon will be for priority messages. Rotate again, and we'll be into the interior lights. Select that by pushing down the center of the joystick. And in this mode, I can turn my interior lights on or off by pushing the center of the joystick to turn my interior lights off. To exit, press escape. Let's rotate the joystick again to the left and go to our climate control icon. Select it by pushing the center of the joystick. And as you can see, you'll get the same menu that you had when we went through with the quick buttons. And again, I can control my fan by rotating the joystick left or right.
and can control my temperature by pushing down on the joystick and rotating the joystick left or right. Hit escape to exit this menu, and we'll rotate the joystick again to the left, and we'll go to the driver's HVAC control icon. Select it by pushing the center of the joystick, and once again it'll look just like the quick button menu where I can adjust my fan, temperature, and my fresh air flaps. Hit escape to exit, and let's rotate to the left again to the mirror icon. Select it by pushing the center of the joystick. And once you're in this menu, once again you can control the mirrors just like with the quick button. Press escape to exit. And let's rotate to the left again to the icon that looks like a bus. We'll select that by pushing the center of the joystick. In this menu, you can see if you have a door that is open or closed. I will demonstrate by opening the door, and the door should highlight red. So now the door has highlighted red, showing me that the door is open. Now with this menu, this window will automatically pop up if the door is open without going into using the joystick. Now I will close the door, and the red highlight will go away and it'll go back to white. To exit this menu, press escape. And this time let's rotate the joystick to the right. And we'll go to the icon that looks like two coaches next to each other. Press the center of the joystick, and that would be your adaptive cruise control. All coaches are equipped with cruise control. There is a separate option for adaptive cruise control, and if you have that, this menu will actually be active. Press escape to exit. And let's rotate to the left or to the right again and go to the symbol that looks like gauges. Select that by pushing the center of the joystick. In the first window, it will show you your menu for your brake air tanks and your pressures. If we rotate to the left, you can see your battery voltage, and we're going to keep rotating. You have your turbo pressure, gearbox temperature, your brake wear indicator. If there is an issue with one of your brakes, this will change from green, yellow to red, and will automatically pop up on the screen if there's an issue. Now, if you need to, as a driver, check to see about your air tank system to make sure it's working correctly, go into the service wrench by pressing the center of the joystick. And we're going to rotate over to the gauge symbol to the left. And we're going to select that by pushing the center of the joystick. Going into your brake air tanks this way will actually cause the menu to stay highlighted for a longer period of time than going through the main menu of the joystick. So to see when your air tanks start to bleed off by pumping the brakes, just pump the brakes. And your brake air tanks will actually start to turn red to show when they are low on air, as you can see there. And as the air pressure builds back up, they will go back to green. And again, with this menu, if you're driving and something is to happen to one of your air tanks or your brake air tanks where it is low on air, this window will automatically pop up to show you which axle is low. To exit this menu, just press escape, and to get back to the main screen, hit escape again. And this will conclude the video for my driver's training on how to use the multifunction joystick and the dash display on the TX45.
Thank you for viewing our ABC Grab and Go on-demand webcast. For questions regarding this webcast, please contact ABC's Technical Service Department at 877-427-7278. Listen for the prompts for the coach technical support and select the appropriate option. Support is available at this number 24/7.